I'm going to show you how to produce like Shallou. So starting off with this track, I'm going to start with the bass line. For my bass, I'm just using a Reese preset, and I'm just doing simple quarter notes like this. Shallou tends to do lots of 4 on the floor drums, so that's what we'll be doing today. And then for my snare, I'm just going to use a snare sound, and I'm going to layer that with a tambourine like this. So right now we have this. So next up, I made some chords. Here are the chords we're working with. Now I'm going to take those same chords, but I'm going to layer them with several different synths. So for our first synth, I'm using a saw-based synth. It has a bit of a longer attack, and this same plucky shape is also modulating the cutoff. So it sounds like this. So it's a very nice chill sound. Now for my next layer, I took that same sound and I just distorted it with a bit crusher, and it sounds like this. I just wanted it to have some more interesting frequencies in there. And last, I used this preset I believe I got from Splice. It is called Blurred Shamisen, I think. You can probably search it on Splice if you have it. When it comes down to it, it's just a saw pluck. The filter is being modulated. The reverb filter here is also being modulated. So that sounds like this. And I'm actually also using a bit crusher in that sound. So altogether, those layers sound like this. And here is what that sounds like in the context of the track. So I bounce these chords to audio right here. For the second half of the drop, I just have the same thing playing but an octave up, and that sounds like this. That really puts together the core of our drop. I'm going to add in some more chords just to spice things up a little bit. So right here is a synth. It's saw based and it has a filter on it and lots of reverb, and it sounds like this. And that is also playing the same exact chords as the others. Now the drop sounds like this. So next up, I made some simple vocal chops. Here's what these sound like dry. For the vocal chain for those, I'm using Little Altar Boy just to distort them. I have some side chaining on them. Some reverb, and just some general EQ. And now the drop sounds like this. Fantastic. I'm going to start putting together an intro. I made some intro chords. And this is just one of the same synths I used in the previous layers. To build some tension, I got some snare samples and just made them get steadily quicker. I got a clap for the build-up. Next, I cut up a pad sample and put lots of reverb on it, so it sounds like this. Next, I put in a riser and just a little drum fill. To keep the drop from getting too repetitive, I put some shakers and hats in the second half. And that's the track. I believe we got pretty close to what Shallou does. He does lots of 4 on the floor stuff with plucky synths kind of like I did here. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and comment what you'd like to see next. This is my first video in about 9 months, so I'm hoping to bring out some more steady content this summer. If you enjoyed the video, it'd be fantastic if you could like and subscribe, and the song will play right now.